So this is my 2022 Workspace setup to help increase my workflow throughout the new year. Now there's no denying that setups can get boring, and there's also no denying that setups are ever truly finished. There's always something you can change or implement new bits of tech to get that fresh vibe feeling. Myself personally has always been a fan of keeping a nice tidy workspace, although that doesn't always tend to happen. I've been working from home for just over 5 years now, and to be honest with you, it tends to get kind of boring, which leads me not to want to complete any work. So in this new setup, I've created 2 dynamic workspaces to allow me to switch my workflow up if I get tired or bored of sitting in front of my 2 screens all day. That being said, to kick things off, I've created 2 custom desks that fit within my room absolutely perfectly. These were built and put together by my brother, who's luckily enough a carpenter, so I know I've got a strong, stable desk. Well, hopefully anyway. I went to B&Q to choose the hardtops, which are actually kitchen worktop tables. They're strong enough to hold my screens, computers, or anything else I'd like to add in the new year. I used to be a massive fan of the cheap IKEA desks, but I found them too flimsy and tend to wobble if I hit them by mistake, and to be honest, the price I paid for these 2 worktops plus the wood to build the legs works out almost the same price as the IKEA desks anyway. On my main desk I have my workspace, which I use 90% of the time from video editing, photo editing, and building websites. I have 2 27-inch Samsung monitors which I picked up from Amazon 2 years ago, and holding the screens up I just have a basic dual arm mount which holds them above my desk pretty securely. I decided to go with the floating screen simply because the stands for these curved monitors were a bit too big for my liking, and to be honest, it always makes the screens look a little bit better. Next to the screens I have this monster computer that can handle anything I need to get done, from big Premiere Pro files to having multiple programs up at once. This PC can definitely do the job. This PC was custom built mainly for video editing, as this is one of my main incomes, filming promotional videos and filming weddings during the summer. The RGB setup in this computer is synced with my surrounding RGB Philips Hue lights that are mounted around both desks, and by having everything in sync at the same time, it can be changed to any color I like whenever I'd like to. I have a very simple Razer mouse and keyboard that probably go back to 2 or 3 years old now. I don't really need to see a change as they both serve me really well. A few extra add-ons to my main desk are my Philips Hue light bars, which are mounted to the back of each monitor. These help project light onto my gunmetal wall, which I think looks pretty nice. To go with the orange RGB, I have a Philips Hue table lamp that helps brighten up the room. Desk number 2 is my second setup, which I turn to if the screens are hurting my eyes, or if I need to complete less productive work. For example, I use this desk for my MacBook Pro, which I use for email/client outreach, YouTube video planning, Zoom meetings, or simply just watching a few YouTube videos. The one thing I love about this desk is it's so minimal. Once I remove the laptop, it's pretty much an empty desk that can be used for absolutely anything. Now moving on to the cable management, this was a big must in my new setup. I was tired of the running cables and the cables that was on their way round the back of the desk, and I fixed this issue by using double-sided tape and sticking the tables to the belly of the desk. To my surprise, the tape works better than I thought. No issues of the cables falling off yet. Now the cable management isn't 100% complete, so you may see a few loose cables. They will just get stuck to the desk, but honestly it takes 5 minutes, so it's not a biggie at all. Currently for sound, I'm using my Astro A40s because I like the feeling of a headset on whilst working. However, recently I'm thinking about switching those out too to some speakers, but I've still not decided yet. The great thing overall about this setup, which I love, is a feeling that I'm encaged within the workspace. There's something special about feeling that you're trapped into a corner and you're just locked in working 24/7. This room is also used for my storage and my wardrobe, which doesn't really need to be included in the setup, but I promise it's it's not messy. I promise. Overall, I love the feeling of this new setup compared to my old one, which I'm going to be showing you on the screen now. The setup last year was the same sort of setup, but I swapped the desk around to have that corner-like feeling. I'm not sure which one you prefer, but I definitely prefer this one. If you're looking for any links to any of the tech within this video, be sure to reach out in the comment section and I'll send you some links where I ordered them from. But thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and enjoy the rest of your day.